Hi everybody, thanks for joining me for another video blog. So I decided to shake things up a little bit today, brought you to my workout studio, and let's talk about exercise. So are you an entrepreneur or somebody who works average 10-12 hours a day? Do you get frustrated because you can't find time to work out? And then you feel bad about yourself because you know you should exercise. You know it will help you to feel better, have more energy, get healthier, lose weight, sleep better. You know those things, but you're just getting frustrated because you can't make the time. Well, I have news for you. I managed to stay very fit since I opened this business almost 3 years ago by only working out 25 to 35 minutes a day. And you can do that. You must make time for that because, like myself, I know you're in this journey of life of becoming very successful. You want to be successful in your relationships, in your career, with your finances, with your health and fitness. So it's all about creating holistic fitness in your life. You must work every day your mental, emotional, physical, and spiritual fitness. And that's why many people come to me because they know I only coach with a very holistic view, and most of my clients now come to me for mental and emotional fitness. So I want to share with you one of my secret workouts here where I pick 3 exercises, 2 of the exercises being full body, very high demand, so I increase my strength, my endurance, and I amplify my energy. And as somebody who wants to be a high performer, have high levels of productivity, and have joy, you need energy. You know, I talk a lot about energy. You can search, among my 160 videos, and I talk a lot about the importance of energy. That's what drives everything. So let's stop talking and exercise and learn a little bit from my model here. So number one thing, before I even show you this exercise, I want to make sure if you haven't done this exercise at all, hire a personal trainer, a high-skilled trainer, at least 1 session, 2 sessions to show you how to do this exercise properly. If you have any spine dysfunction pathology, please seek for a professional PT or a trainer. Also, if you have any type of shoulder impingement, you also want to seek a trainer. So here's the first exercise. So we're going to do a squat and press. So I'm going to take a deep breath in, and I'm going to squat. So notice that I inhale when I'm opening my rib cage. Here I'm inhaling, and through pursed lips you exhale through the whole motion to create that stability around your lumbar spine and your hips. So that's my first exercise, and I'm showing a very slow motion so you can learn. Second exercise is a deadlift. So with the deadlift, I'm going to use heavier weights because I'm much stronger in that motion. You are as well. And again, it's an exercise if you've never done before, definitely look for a trainer. So I'm going to stand sideways so you can see my spine posture. So now I'm working my entire posterior chain. High demand exercise. If you can pick only one exercise, this will be it. So deep inhale here, and exhale. Maintain my spine neutral. Here's my limit because my hamstring won't go anymore, and I come up. Inhale, pursed lips, exhale, create that internal pressure in your abdominal wall, abdominal cavity, and come up. I'm going to do 2 more. So that was my second exercise, and I'm going to show you the third exercise, but I need to adjust the camera, so stay tuned. And this is your third exercise. It's an exercise that has a little less demand, and I do that on purpose. I pick 2 exercises with very high demand when my heart rate is up, and my third exercise I can start like recovering a little bit, so I'm able to push heavier weights on those exercises. So this third exercise is a ball crunch, and it's the only type of crunch I do. I don't do any crunch on the floor. I don't teach any of my clients to do crunches on the floor because it can create a spine, a lumbar dysfunction because the floor limits your range of motion, and you can make your abdominals, your chest, your shoulder very tight, which will create a postural dysfunction, which will put pressure on your lumbar spine discs and might create an issue or low back pain. So here's how you execute the ball crunch. So I'm going to be sideways so you can see me better. So I place my tailbone and my low back on the ball. And notice that I do not cradle my neck, because if I cradle my neck, I put a lot of tension on my neck extensors. So I'm simply going to touch my ears, and I'm going to incorporate my neck into this flexion, because the neck is part of trunk flexion. So a common mistake that you see in the gym is a lot of people doing ball crunches like this. Look what's happening with that neck. They creating what we call forward head posture that creates tremendous pressure and sometimes pain on that cervical spine. So you want to strengthen neck, incorporate your neck on your crunch. So I'm going to do a few reps and explain a little more later, so you confident that you can do this ball crunch. So for my size, I pick a ball that is about 55 centimeters. If you're taller, I'm 5'6". If you're 5'8", 5'9", or taller, you might want a 65 centimeter ball. So I touch my ears, I take a deep breath in, I start the flexion, bringing my chin to my chest, and then I crunch. And I draw my abdominal wall in. So I'm locked here. I cannot go any higher. If you go higher than this, you're cheating. You're using your momentum, you use your hips, you're using the ball. So I'm going to do about 4 reps so you can get the idea here. One more. Notice that I do this exercise very slowly, very mindfully. Because again, the crunch is an exercise that 90% of people do incorrectly, because it's very easy to use compensatory mechanism, use your entire body to do crunches. That's why a lot of people do 50, 60, 70 repetitions. I've been doing this exercise for a very long time. And in my workout today, when I did what I just shared with you, I did 10 sets of 10, no more than 10 reps. Because when you do correctly, about 10 to 12 reps, you are shaking, you are fatigued. So if you're doing more than 12 reps, maybe 15, you want to get somebody to help you to correct this exercise, because you might not be doing correctly. So we put together squat and press, deadlifts, and crunches. And the way I do it, I don't rest in between, and I do in a little faster pace, and I increase the weight. So I do 10 sets, but I'm not recommending you start doing 10 sets. You might start simply doing 3 sets of 10 of each. So go to the 3 exercise. So I call this routine, I call 10 by 10. You might do 3 by 10, 3 sets of 10, rest, practice, increase the weight slowly on each cycle until you're able to do 10 sets. And again, if you never lift weights before, especially, and if you're not experienced with this kind of exercises, seek professional help, because you can also get injured doing this exercise, especially the deadlift, if you don't have proper form. So these are my tips for the day. There's no excuses for your success journey. You must make time to work out, make a priority, because it's going to help in every single area of your life. These are my tips for the day. I hope you enjoyed this workout. If you like more tips, please subscribe to my YouTube channel, where I release 1 to 2 videos every week about mental, emotional, physical, and spiritual fitness. My name is Alex Gill. I'm a performance and lifestyle coach in Boulder, Colorado. I wish you a happy Valentine's Day and a beautiful day.